Hey there, Lifestyle Wellness Group. How are you today? It is Thanksgiving week, so hopefully you're making plans to be with loved ones if you can. I know this year looks different for everybody, right? So let me know what you're doing for the holidays this week in the comments below. I want to see who's going out, who's having company, what are you guys doing? So we are still in November, it's still November, in our gratitude month, and we're still focusing on the benefits of gratitude and why we should be grateful. And I feel like we talk about this so much that it's just kind of like, yeah, we know this. Um, Now, one thing I want to say before I forget, very important. It's as much as it is important to focus on everything we're grateful for because it changes our mindset and attitude towards life. And I feel like it just adds to that law of attraction. Then you just attract more good things to you instead of always focusing on the negative. But that alone isn't going to solve your problems. It would be like slapping a band-aid on like a gaping wound and hopefully it will, heal. Meanwhile, you need stitches, but you're not getting stitches. So if there's a lot of things going on in your life that you need to dive deep with, whether it be with a life coach or with a therapist, by all means do that because you will get to better results, whatever that looks like to you, much faster than if you just trying to put like a band-aid on a gaping wound that's like gushing out blood, right? By just like, oh, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful. Like you have to get to the root of what is causing your stress, the root of what is causing whatever turmoil that you have in your life. Okay. So I feel like I just needed to get that out of the way because we're just talking about all this gratitude stuff, but in your mind, you could be like, well, Fran, you don't know what I have going on in my life. And you're right, I don't. I don't. I just know the law of attraction is real, it's true. But if you need to dig deep and get to the root of what is causing your stress and why maybe you have a hard time feeling grateful, you need to do that. Okay. All right. So, the benefits of being grateful, there's personal benefits, there's emotional benefits, social benefits, career related benefits, and health benefits. Like, I obviously, we're in a health group here, right? So, I have studied health for so long that I know that positive minded people will heal better. Hold on, let me just, sorry, getting a call there. I didn't know if you can hear that buzzing. I know that positive minded people will heal better than the ones that are just miserable, focused on the negative. So your mental health has a lot to do with your physical well being. All right, so let me go through some of my notes. Gratitude keeps you optimistic and keeps you giving. So it ties into having like maybe an abundance mindset rather than a scarcity, a closed fisted mindset, like trying to just protect everything you have and not giving. Um, Practicing gratitude is mostly about making a change within ourselves that will further reflect on our surroundings. So, starting with personal gratitude is just a good place to start. I've talked about keeping a gratitude journal, and I feel like I just like keep repeating that to you guys, but I cannot stress the importance of it because what you put down in writing and a habit that you get to do every day, maybe the first thing you wake up when you wake up, and perhaps the last thing you do before you go to bed, just gets you in that frame of mind. It just gets you in that right frame of mind. Okay, so gratitude can also help reduce your I don't know, your need. I'm trying to materialism. So if you are always, oh, I really want that's the car I want, or those are the, designer shoes I want, or whatever it is for you, learning and practicing gratitude for the things that you do have now kind of reduces that need for the extra materialistic stuff. I mean, it's not bad to want stuff. It's not. Um, but if you're just focused on the stuff that you don't have rather than being grateful for the things that you do have, that's not a good place to be. All right, so moving on. Happiness and resilience. So you're going to become happier, right? It kind of feels like a no brainer. When you're focused on the good stuff, you've got this happier attitude and you just attract more happiness. So the law of attraction. A great movie to watch, and I think it's still on Netflix, is called The Secret. I knew about this for the longest time, but I never saw the actual documentary on it until my friend Jennifer, maybe she'll watch this video and hear her shout out, she's in the group, told me to watch it. And it's kind of like, it's this weird feeling because if you're not used to this way of thinking, it's like all woo woo and if it seems like magical. Um, I'm going to tell you all, like, stop, don't resist, lean into it, and just give it a shot. Okay. So it'll help also with your overall psychological well being. Social benefits of practicing gratitude. It's going to improve your relationship. I'm married. I don't know, if you're watching, if you are or not. If you're married, you and your spouse tend to have conflicts. It's normal, right? There's always conflicts. So instead of focusing on the conflicts and your differences, and oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that to me today, and oh my gosh, I can't believe um, he did this, or he didn't take out the garbage, or oh my gosh, he forgot to, I don't know, make the kids lunch, whatever it is. Instead of focusing on that and having this sense of like tenseness towards your significant other, focus on the stuff he does do. Like, focus on, oh, he's so sweet. I don't know, he put the clothes from the washing machine into the dryer and started it for me. Like little tiny things like that. Just focus on the good that he does, and your relationship's going to improve. Like, is he still not taking out the trash when you want him to? Maybe, but you're not going to care as much because you're focused on the things that he does do. So it's going to improve your relationship. And that also works with your children as well. So if you've got teenagers, okay, I had 4 teenagers in 4 years, okay, all four in high school at once. Having 4 children in 4 years will do that to you, right? You've got 14s, they're all in high school at once, and it's a little bit chaotic. Instead of focusing on their messy rooms, maybe you saw one of them being kind to their younger sibling. Be grateful for that. Focus on that. Thank them for that, right? So instead of pointing out all the negative that your child is doing, like, oh, you didn't take your clothes down to the laundry. Oh, why is this wet towel on the rug? Focus on the things they are doing. Hey, great job helping out your friend the other day studying for that algebra test. Or good job helping your younger sibling, I don't know, tie his shoes, whatever it is. Good job on that test. Hey, I know even if they come home and they've got like a something they really studied hard for, but they got like a B or a C plus and they're not really happy about it, like compliment them, be grateful. Hey, you really worked hard. You did your best on that. So it's like encouragement to them as well instead of coming down on them for everything. So focusing on the gratitude. Career related benefits. So at work. So if you work outside, like for those of us that aren't working from home these days, we all have those negative Nellies that you meet around the water cooler or wherever, and they're complaining about their boss and they're complaining about the workload or they're complaining about their coworker who comes in late and doesn't do their share of the work and it's falling on you. Ah, oh, that's exhausting, right? Besides surrounding yourself with happier, like minded people, focus on the benefit. Be that, it's too common to be that negative Nelly at work, right? So why can't you be the happy, optimistic one and just look for the benefits? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful I have a job when there are millions unemployed this year, especially, right? 2020. Or, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that, I don't know, my boss approved this vacation time. Whatever it is, search for it. If you search for it, you're going to find it. You're going to focus on that, and then more of that comes back to you. Another thing, your boss, your managers, your boss, your higher ups, they're not used to getting compliments or praise, right? They're usually taking the brunt of the abuse, if you will, from the employees. So compliment them. They're going to be like taken back, shocked, and they're going to take notice of you. Like, just be that employee that stands out from the crowd just for the attitude and the personality and complimenting your boss. Like, oh, I like the way you handled, I admire the way you handled that situation, your leadership, um, you know, things like that, right? So it's going to improve your work performance and the higher ups will notice. Promise. So gratitude is going to also improve your work satisfaction, right? That goes without saying. We just went through, if you're going to focus on the negative, you're going to like, oh, this job sucks. But when you focus on the benefits of it, your satisfaction at your place of employment will go up. Health benefits, I touched on this a little bit. Um, I also, there was a documentary I saw on cancer patients. And if they watched comedies, they had better healing success rates than those who are miserable all the time and just like, woe is me. So, laughing, again, focusing on stuff that brings you joy instead of the negative all the time. So, it's going to improve your physical health. It really does. Your mental health will improve your physical health with the right attitude. Your mental health, it will help you even with sleep. I think if you don't sleep well, it's a symptom of what's going on in your life, whether it's high stress or, again, just, too many things on your plate and you're like overwhelmed. I mean, yeah, there's other things too, like hormone imbalances and all that stuff. But, let's tackle the stuff that we could right away, the simple, quick stuff about, you know, only making sure our day is surrounded by good stuff. Like, shut the news, people. Like, y'all just shut that news. I'm not saying to not be informed, but shut the news, especially these days. It's crazy and it could just bring you down. Um, so, gratitude will lower anxiety, will lower depression, stress symptoms, which is all important to your mental health and then your physical health. So, y'all get the message I'm trying to drive home, right? Let me see through my notes. All right. So now you know all the reasons why you need to practice gratitude and the benefits for it. How do you do it? I mentioned earlier, gratitude journal. Get yourself, I don't have it nearby to show you. I have a gratitude journal. But even if you don't have an actual gratitude journal, get any black and white composition notebook. Get a steno pad. Get any kind of paper. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just go to your local, I don't know, CVS or Walmart and just write down every morning 3 things I'm grateful for. What would make today great? Um, and then at night, 3 things I'm grateful for. What could have made today better? Like, again, focusing on things on how you can always improve. So, meditation. This is something I kind of never did, but I want to get into it. So this is like my new thing. I want to practice on meditation. Oh, Mandy meditates right here in this group, guys. Take advantage of her meditations. I know Trish said that it's helped her de-stress during a difficult week. I've, yet to really get into meditation, but I want to. Okay, so it's on my list of things to do. And you guys are so fortunate that you're here in this group, that you just have all of us with all of our gifts and all of our talents coming together to serve you, to help you. So make a point to catch her videos and work on meditations. All right, so that is it. Let me see if there's any. All right, no comments. Nobody's here live. So let me know, guys, what you think of this. Let me know what you want to see more of. Next week we have, I think, no, next Tuesday will be the 1st of December, I think, right? So this might be my last gratitude video, and then we'll start on willpower for December. So have an awesome, awesome Thanksgiving, whether you're with your family or if this Thanksgiving just looks totally different to you. Just, again, find the joy in it. Don't be depressed that you couldn't fly off to see your relatives or they couldn't fly off to you. Yes, it's different. Yes, it could be a bit of a downer, but let's focus on the benefits. Maybe you get to just relax. Maybe, do something totally different, and find the joy in that. Okay. So have a happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you next week.